Olivia Carter had always drawn a clear line between her professional and personal life. As a university professor, she knew certain boundaries should never be crossed, until she met Daniel Walker, the father of one of her adult students. He wasn't just another concerned parent. He was dangerous. Tall, charismatic, with eyes that undressed her from the first meeting. The way he looked at her wasn't innocent. It wasn't the gaze of a worried father. It was a look filled with raw desire. And Olivia knew she should keep her distance. But with every meeting, every forbidden conversation, the tension grew. Until resisting was no longer an option. She was about to learn that sometimes the most intense lessons happen outside the classroom. The first mistake, the first time Olivia saw Daniel was on campus after a meeting about his son Ryan Walker's performance. She expected a serious man, a worried father. But Daniel was nothing like that. He wore a dark suit, his hair slightly tousled as if he had just walked out of an important meeting. But it was his eyes that caught her. Intense, penetrating, as if they already knew a secret she wasn't even aware of. "So, you're my son's professor?" He smiled. Something dangerous lurking beneath the surface. Olivia's heart pounded harder. "Yes. Your son has a lot of potential but could apply himself more." "And what do you suggest?" His voice was low, almost a whisper. She swallowed hard. She shouldn't be noticing his scent, the way his body seemed powerful. Beneath the expensive fabric of his suit, that he focuses more. Daniel tilted his head, observing her. "And if I needed private lessons, would you give them?" The impact of those words ignited something reckless inside her. But Olivia ignored it. Or, at least, she tried. Because days later, Daniel came back. And this time, he wasn't there to talk about Ryan. Lessons outside the classroom. The campus coffee shop was nearly empty when Daniel slid into the seat next to her, uninvited. "You shouldn't be here," Olivia murmured, feeling the heat of his body so close. "And why not?" He smirked, teasing. She met his gaze, trying to ignore the way his presence unsettled her. "Because you're a student's father. My son is 23, Olivia. And I'm 42. The way he said her name sent a shiver down her spine. Even so, you want me?" She felt breathless. Daniel leaned in, his mouth dangerously close to hers. "Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll stop." She should have. She should have gotten up and walked away. But instead, her breath hitched. And when he touched her face and brushed his lips against hers, she surrendered. Desire and consequences. After that night, everything spiraled out of control. The stolen meetings. The hands exploring heated skin beneath half-buttoned shirts. The bodies pressed against hotel walls. Every touch, every kiss, every muffled moan was another step toward the inevitable.